So Trip Doggy, here's a quick little story, a little situation that happened with me and my uncle when I was young. I think I spoke about him before in a video, a previous video. He did some time in the joint. About 9 years he came out, and me and him, we we got a we ended up becoming close with each other. That fool was like my road dog. Basically we were pretty much like we were like brothers because his mom raised me. So we were like brothers, whatever. So anyway, there was a time like we used to party with each other, and we were out in the streets, running them up, doing stupid shit like hustling, doing robberies, burglaries, all kinds of dumb shit, right? So there was a time where he thought I got over on him from a little deal I did. He thought, let me back up. This fool was a nickel and dimer. Me, I wasn't like that. I knew what I was worth. All the shit I used to do, I knew I could get more for all the work I used to do. Him, he would just let shit go for the lowest. It's expensive ass shit. He'll let it go $30, $20, shit like that. And this is like shit that's worth hundreds of dollars, right? This one time, I did this little deal. I got a good amount of money, and I broke him off his better. He was kind of in a bad mood, whatever. You know, he was thinking I was getting over on him, whatever. So anyway, we had a disagreement. We're going back and forth, whatever. So what ends up happening is this: he ends up backhanding me, like if I was gonna let that shit ride. Now, let me tell you guys something. You guys, I don't encourage anybody like disrespecting their elders, disrespecting their parents, their whoever raised you. I don't I'm not encouraging that shit. But something that my dad taught me is you don't tolerate no disrespect, no matter who it is. So this fool disrespected me. So he left me no choice but to take off on this fool. So anyway, I grabbed that fool, I rushed him to the ground, I'm just getting busy on that fool. He's on the ground, I'm just fucking going off on him. His wife's right there. She's yelling in the background, but she ain't doing shit. You know, they're both they're both dope fiends. I'm getting busy on this fool, and I ended up I'm getting the best of him, and the fatter I gave him, I took that shit. That's what you're supposed to do. You know, I took that shit and I take off. I go and I'm out there in the streets, partying with my cousins or whatever. Come back a couple of days, and everything is all good or whatever. And he, everything is all good. How people, when you're fucking using or whatever. I was deep into drugs at this time, and which I could talk about that another time. But yeah, I was heavy into drug using. Um, so the drug of choice I was using is meth, and fucking yeah. So we're cool with each other, whatever. We're getting high, whatever. He used to slam meth, and he used to like to get tic tac, smack back, whatever. So you know, he's doing his thing, whatever. I guess he gets all locote, and the thing about pintos is this: they hold a grudge if somebody like who's never been to the joint get the best of them. They hold a grudge on that shit. They you know, somebody who has never earned that campun stripe, they hold a grudge against that, and they'll go around telling people, "Oh, I'm gonna stab this fool, shoot this fool, whatever." There's been a few situations where that's happened, but nobody's ever acted on it. To me, it's all talk. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but I've had that experience a few times, but nobody's ever really acted on that shit. But yeah, that's that one time, that shit happened, whatever. But and I'll tell you another time, another little disagreement. He wasn't happy with what I was doing, whatever, and he fucking he socked me up, and I let it slide. I let it slide this one time and some people will say, "Oh, this was chicken shit, whatever." I think it's a smart move. Like the thing about us, well, me, where I was taught to fight to win, you know. And he just did me a little sock up in the chest, which wasn't nothing to me. This is what happens. So he socked me up, whatever. The next morning, I know he's gonna be my Leah, so that's why I let it go. This one time, I let it go because I know he'll be my Leah the next day. And fucking, sure enough, the next morning, he's Malias. He's sick sniffles. If you guys don't know what a Malia is, it's like you're dope sick, you know. Is if you guys have ever experienced COVID, all those body aches, your back aches, fucking the you know, the diarrhea, all that shit. That's from what I've heard. That's what a Malia is, you know. I've had COVID. I mean, I never fucked with the carga. I've never fucked with that shit, but I was born into that, seeing all that shit, like family on fucking drugs and all that shit. I was just born into that shit, and I seen that since I was young. So I knew he's all sick and fucking wanting somebody to feel sorry for him, whatever. And sure enough, somebody gives him $10, whatever. He gets his little issue and whatever. But yeah, then we end up. So then he's just thinking about it, and then he wants to get some more of this, you know, some more of this young buck. Just fucking with you guys. But yeah, so we ended up getting busy. We're getting down. We're getting boom, boom, boom. We're going at it. You know, we're just fucking throwing these haymakers at each other nonstop. You know, we're rocking each other. But yeah, it's just we ended up just fucking running out of wind because we're going for so long going at it with each other. We ran out of wind and we just let it go. You know, fucking. That's just a quick little story I thought I'd tell you guys. To the next one, I'm out.